Ladies and gentlemen, we're here going live. From the Jedi studio. And we're getting there. We're getting there. We're going to be going live. Let's see. Tonight's show, special show tonight. We're gonna do some recording, and the reason for the season. Here you go. We are raising money. Only $384 more to go, so I can get this year's subscription of Ableton Live. The full version. I've kind of blown out the Lite version as best I can. And now it's time. We're going to be going live every week until I get this done. I mean, that makes the most sense, I would think. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jedi Joshua Be's live stream. Got a hot live stream for you tonight. If you can look on the right side of the screen, you can see I got Ableton Live, I got Serato, I got myDMX, and I got my RC505 cam. That's the next thing after Ableton. I'm replacing that camera tomorrow. So, looks like we got a whoop. Is that a positive on the audio? Whoa. All right. Let's see what we can do. We're gonna go into Ableton. Right now we're in the drum core. Or 909 core kit. Maybe we can get rid of that. Yeah. And in the drum kit, we're gonna go with something fresh. Let's see. I like the 1 and 3. 1 and 3 does it for me. How about you? Let me know in the comments below. We got CC, she's watching, so don't feel like you can't say anything. Let's see. We like. Slightly off. Here we go. Next, I think I'm gonna kick it up with another kick. let's go here. It's so slow. Let's get it up to about 128. Here we go. Let's see. And this is what we're here, folks. We got some cool little toys in store for you. Let's see. So let's start here. As you can see in Ableton, I've got 2 tracks open essentially. And those could be MIDI tracks or instrument tracks. In this case, you open an audio track by going Insert Audio Track. Bloop. All right, now I've already done that. And you're gonna wanna set up your input, external M, I've configured it. And in the configuration, I like that. Let me try that. Okay. We set it to the RC555 and that gives us all this great control. And if you want to sound like a rock star, you can do that. And for this purpose, I'm gonna call this guy, let's call it Shaker. Now you go into Ableton, you highlight, you arm, this is red button down here. And then, now that I know everything in it, we're gonna click this button. And where it's at, means a big difference, so. Alright, I like that. Okay, now you're gonna circle back, and now you're gonna decide where to make the loop. And you'll see this little bracket on the left-hand side. This will adjust your starting position. So let's listen. You're set up on warp and loop. It sounds terrible. This is a classic problem. Feedback. Gotta reboot. This happens, folks. I'll be unmuting. That way you can still hear me. And it's important, you know, that you have the ability to switch back and forth, especially on a live stream. And sometimes you get low latency, you know, low frequency, feedback. And it's, oh, it sounds good. And then I screwed it up. But here it comes. It's no big deal. And we want to go. This is a good way to show it. You open your set here in Ableton Live. And on the left side, we go open recent set. I created a set just for this live stream. Now I'm going to switch off. You don't want the RC5555505 like circling back. So All right, here we go. Let's get a little more in on our core kit, so I don't bore you to death. And we're gonna go. On this first one, I'm gonna make it simple, straight across the board. All right. So one of the things I didn't check on my input is just to check by itself. Too low. Didn't even pick up. In fact, my microphones are way low. So low, you might say they were barely even on. And now I've got a good output. And plenty of overhead. So we're gonna go for this recording one more time. We're just gonna get rid of this, delete. And we'll give it a try. So what we're not gonna do is screw up. Let's see. I'm peeking out a little. There we go. Always want to be just under the red. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try it again. Here we go. Okay, and once you get enough, you can stop all the recording and stop everything, and then you'll just want to do a playback here. Didn't get the volume turned up. And we're gonna grab. Here we go again. We go again. All right, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of setup while I once again reboot. Now I know what the issue is. This happens all the time, man. I tell you what, if you know anybody that's a music producer, I was just saying to someone the other day, I was listening, or today actually, I was talking to Cece, and I was listening to Suhan, and I was like, well, he's got some kind of OCD because the amount of volume of work that he has put out just blows me away. Like, that's like some 5 hours a day for 10 years. And what do you think you're doing when you're doing these sets, And especially when you're trying to broadcast live and you're using like brand new techniques and, doing things like bringing all of your equipment on screen. I don't think I have ever seen we've talked about this. I don't think I've seen a setup where there's my monitor. There we go. There we go. Let me switch back. Okay. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's try this again. Okay. Selecting our in and out points. And now you want to disarm. So I was leaving the microphone armed while I was playing the clip. So that will obviously bone you. And I'm peeking out. You can see this on the right-hand side here. I'm peeking out. So we're going to drop the shaker just a little. There we go. Now I like this. So there's one. Now see, the whole point of doing this entire thing is, yeah, I want to have fun, but also I'm ready to take my music to the next level. And in order to do that, folks, I know what you're saying. But I am raising funds for Ableton Live 10. Currently, I'm using Ableton Live Lite 10. Last week, we started at $519 needed. Obviously, I'm going to be putting in my own money. I don't expect a whole boatload from everybody. But those few little $5, $3 Venmos, the little $10, I did get an $80 PayPal. So that was cool. And so I really appreciate it. So Venmo at Josh Sears Hand and PayPal Jedi Lights and Sound at gmail.com. And we'll keep you right in the mix on Ableton here. And the next one we're going to do, let's see here. We've got a shaker, so now we can go insert audio track. And on this audio track, it's going to be the same setup. So we've got X2 in, that's not right, it's supposed to be 1, 2. X2 in, 1, 2. And we want to go in here, and it looks like if we arm the track, there it goes. And then once we hit record, we do an auto monitor, then we'll be able to get it. Okay. I don't want to double up on the audio. You know what I'm going to say? Let me get out of here. I'm going to say I need to check the sample rates because it sounds like my RC505 is not quite in sync, but the sample rates look good. But we're way down here. And so driver error compensation, that's something you should really think about. Do you really need it? How are you trying to preview your headphone, you know? That's what it really depends on. So if I go in here, it's still crunchy. And that means it's peeking out somewhere. So either on my board, which it is not. These are the things that really kill you. So whenever these things start happening, this is a frequency interference thing. And again, it's because I armed the track and then hit record, and didn't hit record, but hit play. And so it's like, man, you could make that same mistake 100 times. So stop, reboot. Yeah, I know it's annoying, and it's really not where I want to be. But this is a real live set. I'm really doing this work from scratch, and I really enjoy it. And so tonight we're focusing on these, and got a bunch of cool stuff I'm going to get to. And if I can just remember that one thing, don't play the track and arm the track at the same time. All right. I wonder how the audio sounds out there. I might have to switch over once I get a little beat going. Okay, open recent set. Again, the same thing. And make sure nothing's armed, set to off on the auto monitor. And I'm just going to go ahead and play. I can hear the sample distortion. So I'm going to try and fix it. Yes. Come on, buddy. Input buffer size, that's really important. You don't want to get too crazy, but you do want to bump it up. And there's a secret little special sauce to your output buffer size. And when compared to your input buffer size as well. Right now I'm at 15,184 samples. It gives me an output latency of 158 microseconds. I know this is getting deep into it. And I know you can't even see what I'm looking at, but it's the options menu. So we're going to listen to this sample. So you can see once you get to the other side of the output buffer, that's at 24,000. It gives you a whole different problem. So you really have to go in and go, okay. $10,320. 2 microsecond. Okay, now I got to fix the loop. So I just hit the reverse button. Inside of the sample, you have a warp. You can see where the mouse is, right? And I'm going to go ahead and lower the volume overall. And so at this point, you hit reverse, and you can hear where it's going out of phase. So I listen. It's just not the right clip, and so I keep moving. And you got to be in standard mode, not reverse mode, in order to be able to get it back into editing the starting point or the warp mode settings. Okay. Go to this first one. I'm okay with that. All right. So now we're going to duplicate over here in our top left. We're going to duplicate our 909 core kit. Duplicate. And you might just put a title. You might rename here and go, this is 1-3 closed hat, and I think that's it. And then you go to the next one, and then you double click. It opens it up down here. It's not playing yet. If you hit play, it's exactly the same. And so we're going to go in here, and I'm just going to check the feed, make sure everybody's cool. Okay, here we go. That's it. Nah. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that, Bliss. And so now, here's what we're going to do. Now that I know everything's up and running okay, we're going to get a little creative. We're going to say, okay, let's get some accent on that hat, right? All right. What do we got here? We got an Opa hi-hat. Let's try it again. Oh. Never-ending battle when you're trying to do streaming and you're trying to bring in your audio from a disparate source or a separate source all the way into Ableton. And then now, oh, you guys can't even see me. It's a very visually stunning image there. Sorry about that. And then you also got to figure I'm running OBS. And I don't know if you can see, there's a little TV down here in the RC505 window in the upper right. You can see this TV. Well, that's the video. And then I'll just give you a little tour. In the top right, I've got my RC505 cam. What's up? I've got a new one coming tomorrow. And then I've got my myDMX lighting system. And that's going to allow me to get crazy. And so we have that option. And then we also have, I'm not using it at the moment, but we have Serato loaded up, because once we cut this track, then we're going to push it over to Serato and we're going to play it like a DJ. So now that I fixed my sample, that tells me my auto sample is out of sync. But that's okay. There we go. All right. There we go. So we're going to go here and we're going to drop this. Boom, 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 boom. The old boom pachicha. Here you go. So now we go. Rename. We're still on a 1 and the 3, but now we got the, I don't know what you want to call it, but this is the old 1 2 3 1 4 3 1 2 3 1 4 3 1 2 3 1 4 3. And so the best way for me to do it is just we go OP hat. And we got close hi-hat and we got open hi-hat. And man, I hit the T button. Boom. All right. So that's good. That's not bad. Now we don't have to shaker it to death. We can try something new. So again, don't play the track while you're arming it. Check 1 2. And so more audio problems. Imagine that. Let me try this. Hello, 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 hello. Check 1 2. Coming through. Can you hear me? Check, 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 check. Hello. Oh my gosh. Isn't that crazy? Now, do you know how many audio problems are inconsistent? All of them. Unless it's a power issue, a cable issue, or a programming issue, they're inconsistent. And the death of all digital media is inconsistency. Check 1 2. Still doesn't like it. Check 1 2. 1. Input buffer size is probably too high. Yes, that's exactly what was wrong. So these sample settings, and it's called latency. Whenever you're doing an input from here and it's going through there and it's coming into here and it's going out there, there will always be some issue. Like right now, my vocal is a little off, so I'm going to change my driver error compensation to +3 microseconds to try and speed it up so that I'm hearing myself at the same time. All right. Now we got the recording. Let's see how it goes. We're going to hold off on the bass. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to record. Okay. Oh, sample rate. So loud. It's the wood block. It's blowing up the system. All right. Okay, now that is going to give us a little more to work with. Again, you want to start your clip. We're just going to create a single loop. Let's go, looks like we are 1 bar off, so we'll just start here. There. Let's try it. Double check, make sure I'm not armed. Whatever, it's not that great, but if I drop it way down, and again, I can hear some crunchiness. I'm gonna save everything. That's something else too. As a producer, there's a lot of times where it's like, I don't know what I just did. I mean, that happens. It really does, so. So it looks like my sample rate's landing somewhere around 14,824 samples. And again, my audio is a little hard to deal with, but we're doing a lot, like a lot. So here we go. All right, and then you say, okay. Alright, still doesn't like it. Just go back and forth all night long. So this one going right, he just needed set. BPM's like through the roof. See, if we're at 128, 176, let's see. Yeah, there's no sync button here, buddy. Not that you'd want one necessarily. There you go. And then you could throw some effects on that. We'll get there. But next we need to bump up. So we're switching again. In Ableton, when you're in Ableton Live Lite, you can only do 8 tracks. So depending on what it is you think you're going to get accomplished and, you know, how many times you're going to want the sound to change. I mean, you need a lot of variance. if you're gonna do a song for 6 minutes. And the songs I've been doing are been dual tempo as well as played in multiple ways. So that's something else you're thinking about too when you're doing an Ableton Live set. This isn't just one sound. I haven't even gotten to creating my arrangement. Like, you know, and it makes a big difference. It really does. Like, if you come in here and you go, boom, you hit record. Well, now I'm going to put down the actual sound, and then I'm going to save that, output it, and then we're going to use that to play our track in Serato. And one of the cool things that you can do is you can save all the sounds separately and then load it in as samples. It's complicated, but it's fun. All right, so we got our open hi-hat. What are we missing from that open hi-hat? Let's try this. No. And you know, since I did the offset snare on this side, I'm gonna have to come back up. And if I'm gonna repeat that, I need to do it again. Then we're gonna call this one OP hat, clap. All right, moving on. Yeah, oh, maybe we should do some more on that. You're like, maybe not. And once we put the effects, I know the audio we recorded with the percussion right now, it's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah. But once you put the effects on, throw a compression on it, it'll give more volume, maybe add a little chorus back there, and maybe a flare or something. And then that shakers, you know, it becomes amorphous. It's like, I don't know, you know, and you're like, all right, let me hear what's up. Okay. All right, so, you know, maybe we'll progress that. We'll duplicate this, double click, press play. All right, there we go. I'm gonna check on the feed. Looking good. Have some watchers, all right. Might blow up the system if I try to check the audio like that. I'm not gonna do that. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right. Okay. Stream's looking good. We're going to keep rolling it. Now this one, where are we at? Man, you know what I really like? It's not really a part of the 909 kit. That 808 cowbell. I love that thing. This one though, you might have to give a clap, 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 clap somewhere in here. Maybe just two. Here we go. And then that's when you're like, okay, maybe the rim shot goes in here. Nah, not quite there. There we go. And once again, let's see. Get a little Mia in your face. maybe I'll figure out what the lighting's doing. Okay, so as you go through here, I haven't done really a close-up on the lighting, but you can see I have these options on the right-hand side here. I have these options, and you can look, so on my right-hand side of the screen, let's see, at this level, you know, I have all these options, so I can go here. Here, a little more mellow, and get up in the screen. There you go. Totally different look if I want to get serious. Want to get real serious. Ah! And so, you know what I have up here? I've got 5 par 18s LEDs, so they're lightweight, they don't cost that much money, and they're environmentally friendly compared to old school. This is my new one. This one's called Purple Protocol. And low purple. This is kind of the base, the chill. All right. I like the sound of that, where that's going. And I like that shaker now. Now I like the shaker. Let's see. You almost want more of that. Let's try to put it on beat too. There you go, beat matching. Okay. There we go. Yeah. And if I want to change that up, I like that. And so over here, let me bring up the live view. And so this is Ableton Live Lite, and I'm working on this one. You can see the cursor. Let's see, right here by the play button up top. Okay, and then I'm coming down. There it is. And we're working on this. And then some people might throw in one of these. Maybe more like, hold on. Maybe do one of these. Maybe it's got too much on the release. There you go. And you go in here and you go, I don't think so. That thing sucks, forget it. And then you keep going, and this is the way. Alright. Trying to beat this shit up. We got 1, 3, kick, 2, 1, 3, kick, 2, 1, 3, kick, 2, 1, 3, kick, 2. Okay. I don't know if you guys know anything about programming drums or playing drums, but there's something called and E, 1 and E, 2 and E, 3 and E, 4 and E. And that's the way that you're able to count. And there's actually even crazier ones than that. But I think we're squarely in the 1 and E. So we're going back to the beginning. We're starting over. Here we go. And then, you know, when you're doing your arrangement, you're gonna want that to play out like, you know, I don't know, like when you're doing a house beat, you might go 4 bars with just the kick. I mean, I'm not personally into that. I'll go probably 2 bars with the kick, but I didn't even do that. We got this is the starting point. So I guess, you know, one of the things that, you know, a lot of times we'll just duplicate And we'll bring this one back to the very top. Whoops. Don't do that because it's not a good idea. All right. Let's see. How does that work? Go here. Okay, I remember. So we have to take this one out. If we want to keep 1 and 3, we got to move him down. And then we got to move up. Because if you drag it into those slots, it's telling it to change. All right, and then so now we got to go create the space. And honestly, this trigger location becomes very important later on. And when you're trying to line up an entire song and you're only using 8 tracks, you can't just do as many different sounds as you want. So you have to organize it. So here we go. So this one though, we're getting rid of all this. So here's a cool feature in Ableton. I'm down here, and this is the MIDI programming section. I just delete it all. And that's our cool little wood block in the background. And then really we just want to go double kick 4 on the floor. And then that's actually cool. I don't want to fuck that up. So, and this is the way it works. And so you're like, all right, you know what? Actually, I'm going to clear out some room here because that is a cool starting point. Not quite where we want to be though. And we're going to copy that. We're going to paste it up here. And we're going to start playing from up here. Let's get rid of this. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. What they call 4 on the floor. So I'm going to rename. And I just go 4 by 4. And then I'm going to copy this one again and paste up top. Now when I go in here and play, here's the thing. So this is how you might start the track. We're going to go ahead and save. Everybody keep saving. Save like your life depends on it. So here we go. And so we got to keep half a kick in there. Maybe all of it. Let's see if this is a good jump or not. Too many triggers on 1 second there, I feel like. There we go. And then you almost feel like, okay. That's your standard beat right there. So this is going to be actually rename. We got 1 and 3, and this is just close hat, and then you might go single. Just keep track because when you got 64 of these things, it gets crazy. So right now it's saying the number of session view scenes is limited to 8 in this version of Live. And that's why we're here, folks. I'm just going to slip this in here. I'm Jedi Joshua Be, and I'm raising funds for Ableton Live 10. Currently I'm using Ableton Live Lite 10, and I have $384 more to go. Obviously, I would be putting in some of my money on that. So if you could put in a $5 to Venmo at Josh Sears Hand, or maybe a $10 at PayPal. Last week we got an $80 donation and a $10 donation. So those are just what you can do. You do not have to, obviously. But I am Jedi Joshua Be, Venmo at Josh Sears Hand, and PayPal JediLightsOfSound@gmail.com. And yeah, I got a few things. I got a new camera I just bought coming in tomorrow. And let's hear where this is going. Definitely you ain't going to stick with the clap. And you want to go in here. Just here we go. Alright, and then we take out the clap. And now we want to do something with the actual rhythm. So we're going to go in here to the second bar and delete. As much as I like to break up, that's cool. But I mean, at this point, now I've got my 909 chord kit. So I got my 4. So this is not 4 on the floor. This is 1 by 4. Right? We're getting started. And then we go into and again, we haven't added any bass. We haven't, done anything in the way of anything except for drum programming and a little percussion recording, which I have more to do. Maybe I'll get Cece on the stream so she can record. She likes this thing. It's called a clamato. What is it? What are these things called? I forget what they're called. Somebody message me. I think it goes the other way. What do you think? I had them going earlier. Pretty good. That's the backwards. See, you got to put the little clacker on top. Oh, that's peaking. Sorry, guys. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Save your files every time you take a breath. Save your files. Yeah, you could do autosave. I got autosave on, but then we step it up. And then we step it up again. Now we're going to add the shaker too. And you notice on the shaker I keyed in on that area where it's yeah, when I add a little filter to that, that's going to sound pretty sweet. And then we're going to go in. Ableton Live Light View. Now we're going to go. Stream's looking good. We got a few more viewers. Cool. We're going to add in our little step it up a notch. Maybe switch back and forth. like I was saying, as much as I'd like to have a rest in there, but when you only got 8 different MIDI set, like instruction set that you could trigger, you know, when you're looking at it that way, let's see here. I'd rather change the beat where we're going 1 and 3. Now you want to slip it up and you want to go on 2 and 4. Because you know what? That's what people want to hear. And all of this can just move over there, and your snare can come back here. And let's see here. Don't want to go into the negative, but here we go. And whoops. That isn't not right at all, let me tell you. All right. There we go. And then we'll just clear it out. We're going for the old hunka-dunka here. I would say, what's the hunka-dunka? Well, there's different ways that you know, people can describe the sounds that you could hear in a beat, and some of them are pretty classic. So let's hear. Right? All right. So now here we go. We're going to add in this. Yeah. That's not bad. But what we might do is shorten these down a little bit and put in 2 of them. More like that, yeah. And then of course you're going to get your closed hi-hat in there. Maybe we could do a close to open, not a ride though. No. Clown shit. Here we go. And then back to close, is that right? Okay. And then maybe this guy is going to do something weird on the beat. We'll just switch the beat. Throw the whole thing in reverse. Give me some more hat. Yeah. Some snare. Let's see. Nah. That's better. Nah. Maybe. Yep. Nope. Maybe. Wonder if I can shorten that. Here in this panel here, you can open up the effects that are happening, and this one in particular allows you to adjust everything. So then we got some artifacting you can hear. Yeah, you have to be careful when you're adjusting an entire kit. Yeah, that's right. So this happens. So what happened? Let's go back and Control Z, Control Z. Let's try to undo change, debruce, edit, undo change, undo change, undo change. Okay, that's this is not having it. So whatever I did, so the drive bus change, even though I undid all the changes, it messed up the line. So again, this is something you have to be really aware of, and this won't happen as much in Ableton Live because I can just set a sound and I don't have to go back to that sound, and I can move on. I could just add an infinite number of session view scenes all the way down. But more importantly, I could take two 909 core kits and I could just duplicate the whole kit, and then I could do my subtle changes over several layers. So the core kit could look more like, I could see 4 different session view scenes, or these would be session views, and then and then 14, 20 different scenes, because you're talking about dance music. So when you're doing this, you're not talking about maybe I'm doing 64 bars, 32 bars. No, none of that. You're not thinking about it in those terms. You're thinking of more of setting up a track that you'll be able to spin. So it's almost like you're creating a piece of vinyl. And that's really what you're doing right now, or what I'm doing right now. Is it's much closer to vinyl production than it is anything else. And so now if we listen again, we've toasted it, so we need to go back, figure out what we did. All right. Nope. And again, when you're making tracks in this kind of methodology, you're having to plan out the resources. And it's making me a better producer, 100%. 100%. But at the same time, it's really annoying. All right, so. So this is really annoying. There we go. Oh man. You got to understand, this is a boring process. Anybody that's like, oh, I always have fun when I'm producing music. Yeah, because they're high. Not that I'm not, but that's not the point. There we go. I get it. We're gonna have 14,064. It gets too high for the shaker. Don't worry, we'll do effects on those later. Boom, 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 boom. I know this is not the most entertaining thing in the world, but to be honest, this is my favorite part of making music. Alright. More percussion, you say? Excellent idea. So here's what the thing you can do. You can just turn on your 4/4 beat. Go down here, stop this. Bling, the fairies have arrived. All right, and we're gonna go in here, and then we know from our previous experience we don't want to screw this up, so. Testing 1, 2. There we go. Now, I'd like to get us something a little different, and I'm gonna bring it over to the next track. Now you can hear me. Yo. I'm gonna try a little something I want to call. Okay, try that out. Stop everything up. Bring me back up here. All right. And now we're going to listen. Let's see. All right, I like it when it rings out. So I'm going to go, you can see down here in the lower left, I'm grabbing the starting point and I'm bringing it here. I'm grabbing the ending of the loop and I'm bringing it here. Cool, cool. Let's see if we can. And so this bar here, this allows you to drag the track into negative space so that it can actually start in, say, a -1 or something like that. And so what I've done is, you know, we want this to be, so if this was at 1, right, we want to sync it up with everybody else. So if this was at 1, well, maybe I wanted it 3 because it's a bell and it probably shouldn't start at 1. So I'm popping back, setting up, and now you can see I've aligned it so that this is where it's going to play. So let's just see how it meets up with the beat. Okay, now we like that, but you know, this is definitely the type of thing that you can get an audio effect on. And let's see, what do we want? A little chorus, that's it. Drop it right on there. You just grab your effect, drop it right on there. And right now I have, you know, I've got a couple packs, some crash banger packs, and a couple of other things like that, but let's see here. As far as effects go, I don't have a ton. You don't really need a ton. But let's just see what we can do to this. Yes. Yes. This is the good stuff right here. This is really the good stuff. Doing. Right, and let's see here. I know it's weird. I know it's weird, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm just throwing a few group invites out there, you know, just to bump it up a little, you know, just to bring in a few more views. I did a huge one the other day, so I'm not really trying to blast every single group. I have over 700 views on the last video, and now, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not trying to do this for huge ROI. But it is fun. I really appreciate it. And just gotta like do your job as an entertainer, so to speak. Alright, that's enough of that. Now let's get in here. So this is a chorus effect. Let's see. Okay, and we'll add a little feedback. Wing. There you go. Starting to get that nice like vinyl crunch to it. I love it. Let's see here. Yeah. I do like that a lot, actually. Maybe a little more into the... Yes. Oh, you know what? That sounds really cool. What about this one called Gamma Rays? And you just drop the effect on. Yeah, okay, let me go back here. always go, when you put a new effect on, always go dry, wet, 0%. And you can see down here in the audio effects location, you can add a bunch of effects. But once you start adding one effect, it can cause ripples down the line to the point where you destroy an entire track. So, you just really need to be mindful when you're doing these settings. And so we're going to go in here and we're going to go... And so as you see, delay 1, delay 2 modulation, gamma rays just has delay 1, delay 2, modulation, and honestly, I think that's it. But now when you do this, let's throw a flounce on that shaker. Now it's really starting to sound like we're on vinyl. Let's see, let's throw a gaggle on top of this guy here. That's fun, right? Hello, watcher. Good to see you. Got Dave in the house. Thank you. I'm going back to the page. Yeah. 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 I wonder why it doesn't show the live. We've had, let's see, 6,685 reach, 351 post engagements, rocking around the clocking, and I'm really happy with that. We got 4 now. What's up, everybody? We're just doing some crazy modulation here. So here's what we're gonna do. We can go way up on the hertz here. And all right, now listen. Revolts the polarity, drop the feedback way down. So the difference between Gagalon and Flounce is that the feedback was jacked way up. All right, now here we go. Yeah. There you hear it. And then before I forget, we want to go, how about ding? No, that's dumb. Bell? It's not really a bell, but all right. And then see how we've gotten away from cleaning this up here. We're going to rename this. And this is shaker. And what we're on now, wood block. Yeah. And then, let's see. I really want to add an instrument, but this is the Ableton Live Lite 10 session with Jedi Joshua Be. And, we're focused on doing recording percussion. I still have a few more things to go. So I got a tambourine. But if you put the tambourine down on something solid and you grab yourself, like, for example, a wood block mallet. It's not just cheesy tambourine anymore. Let's see here. I'm just looking for that sound that I like. This is the way it works, you know. We'll throw on that RC505 cam view. Tomorrow I get a new camera. I'm going to replace this one. All right, here we go. All right, I like that sound. But first, I'm going to do something here. There we go. You know what? Let me take this guy on there too. Ooh, no, that doesn't work for that guy at all. And so that's why you got to be, you know, I can't apply individual effects to individual clips like that. So it's like, all right, we can't go that far with it. Nobody really needed this guy. And I would highlight, delete. That's so simple, right? Highlight, delete. It just gets rid of it. And then let's get some gaggle on that. Not that much. All right. And then, I mean, you could see the bell be doing few different things, but right now we're going to go ahead and stop up everything, double check on the strizzing, and now we're going to keep recording. We'll keep this view. And so here we go. We want to arm. Make sure we see the play button right there. Big mistake. Hit the stop, but then you also have to hit the stop, or on the right hand side there's a master stop. So all right, and now we go back to record, highlight, and it looks like, let's see here, we got that one. So we're going to throw on the 4/4 beat. We're going to do yeah, those filters sound great. Here we go. What do you want? All right, I'm gonna turn off the RC505. So it's gonna sound weird. Here we go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have come here to explain ourselves. We are an alien coalition. We sent to you to make you rock. All right, so I'm going to record. Let's see. All right, record view here. Get out of here. Super Troopers is really one of my favorite shows. I used to work at a movie theater, and when Super Trooper 2 came out, I got to see Super Troopers in the theater, It was hilarious. So I got to see Super Troopers 1 and then Super Trooper 2 back to back. It was so cool. Let's see. What do I like here? I like that. That's nice. We'll go here. Back to Ableton Live View. If you're just joining us, we're doing this for a reason, folks. I do love making music, but I'm kind of tired of being boxed in with the Lite version. And so, yes, of course, I'm going to put my own money in on it, but I only have $384 more to go. So the sooner that you drop a $3, $4, $5 on Josh Sears' hand on Venmo or JediLightsAndSound@gmail.com on PayPal, you know, we ain't doing no GoFundMe. This ain't no Kickstarter. This ain't, you know, ain't no I need money for reparations. This ain't no none of that. This is just you know, if I'm going to do something, I do it all the way. And so I've decided that instead of just dumping my own money into this, I will ask help to keep doing this. And if you have any questions about Ableton, Ableton Live, myDMX, Serato DJ Pro, any of the camera programs, or OBS, I'm running all of those at the same time. So this light, I feel like we have to go into editor mode, bring him down just a skosh. Yeah. All right, we're back in live, saving up. And now, we want to go listen to what we did. We want to make stop, everybody. We are unarmed, and let's check it out. Play. Okay, so all right, it's puny, but we can bump it. So now I'm going, again, grab my beginning, grab my end, bringing it back. And, you know, we're going to go 1 bar, but it looks like that bar is not starting at the right place for me personally. So let me try to persuade. Nope, it doesn't like it. So what do? We just click into here, and now we'll try that. Nope. There we go. Okay. Sounds chunky and terrible. Reverse. Wants us to stop. Reverse. All right. Yeah. Okay. Check our bell. This is what we do. Bell 2. Rename. This one is Killed the crunch. Got the crunchy munch. I don't know what I did, but it was not. Again, we'll go to master stop on the right. Play 1 item at a time. Stop. Go back to the 4/4. See what's going on here. Okay. It's like these two are going to be battling all night. Out of sync, out of phase. Save your work before you do anything stupid. And then you want to go in here and try and get your sample rate back. I don't know why. Just add more to it. we go. Something's missing here. There we go. And then I'm going to go back and rename. Here we go. Rename this guy. Reclap. Okay, I'm going to check on the stream. Just the usual suspects. Get you back into Ableton right away. Ooh, thank you everybody that's helping out. Really appreciate you. All right, there we go. So we're out of phase. That's where that crunch came in. But it's okay. Because when you do your arrangement view, you're going to be controlling all of this shit. There we go. And then the reverse. Okay, so now we have recorded 4 different pieces of percussion, added 2 different types of effects, and filled out a whole core kit, and we're ready to move on. And so now here comes basically what it sometimes can be frustrating, but really for me, for the most part, this is where number 1, let's start with number 1. Master stop, just a single start. And then you're like, you know what? You go over here on your left side and you just press down. And as you can see, it'll give you a demonstration where you want to be. And you say, okay, that's quite a bit, Jedi. That's quite a few. But the reality of it is that each genre has a specific sound. And whenever you get the suite, you get in there and it has all these sounds and it has all these clips, has all these instruments, has all these packs. And the whole point of what I'm doing right now, just to real quick throw it back in the mix, is I'm raising funds for Ableton Live 10. It's an annual subscription. I'm going to do this every year from now on. And of course, I'm going to put my own money in on it. But we've already had over $100 in donations. So thank you. Venmo at Josh Sears Hand, $2, $3, $4, $5. PayPal Jedi Lights and Sound for a bigger shot. Jedi Lights and Sound at gmail.com. We had an $80 donation last week. So I'm pretty stoked on that. But this brings us into what I was just saying is This is pretty fun. It can be frustrating. It's pretty fun. This is analog saw bass versus analog bass versus bounce. That sounds like it's going to be fun. Maybe I can make it fun. So you just grab with the left click, drop in, slide it over. I like to do all my composition on the left-hand side. Honestly, I don't know why. And then let's see. What do we got here? Is this guy in the mix? No? So right now I'm going to hit stop on everybody, save, go into my preferences. I'll leave that up there at Venmo at Josh Sears and PayPal, Jedi Lights and Sound at gmail.com. Again, raising money. And I just spent another chunk on getting another webcam because essentially the RC505, he's doing good right this very second. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I'm gonna have to go to the RC505 view and see what's happening. That's the first time all night that the camera has not been flicker flattened. So, yay. Maybe I'll do a little RC505-ishness here in a little bit. But here's where we are right now. And I'm just going into my preferences. And again, inside of Ableton, you guys can't see exactly what I'm doing. But I'll pull up the live view and transition. I probably could program so that you could see it. I actually know how to do that. On the next week, you'll be able to see it. But I'm clicking options. Up here in the top left, you see my mouse. I'm clicking options. I'm dropping down and selecting preferences. And inside of preferences, there's going to be a link MIDI. And then you're going to go down here to input, MPK input. And right now, sync is off, remote is off. Let's turn those guys on and double check that this surface is set up correctly. And then we will be able to go on, back to unarmed, double click analog armed, and still nothing. Very surprising. This generally is how that works. So I'm going to keep moving for you. I haven't set any of, let's see here, but I imagine that's going to be, we'll just do like a E, G, A, very simple. And then we'll shorten everything, not a sharp. E, F, that might work. Let's just give it a try, see what happens. We'll stop arming. I'm trying to think here. So that last one's not right. Okay, and then you could see yourself. Okay. And then now here, having one bar, that works on the 4/4, you know. You hear that? It's annoying as heck. So over here on the left-hand side, there's a little card that says link. You see where my mouse is bouncing around. Down here where it says link, you want to click that and you want to go, let me get 4 bars. And then we can go a little tighter and make it a little faster. And we go. Right? Let's see how that sounds. So we got the break there, and then we're gonna go up, down, up. Yeah. And again, that audio's not 100 in there. It's got that crispiness to it. Let's see what's on here. Alright. Let me see. Yeah! Before I get too deep into messing around with it. Yeah! Alright, so let's keep going. And you know what, at this point, I'm like, you know what? I gotta think about what my key of E looks like. And so, that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go key of E. Alright, key of E. Ooh, I like that. We got E. It looks like F sharp, G sharp. I'm playing it all wrong, folks. C sharp, D sharp. Oh man, that's a lot. Alright, so, you know, here's something else you should know, right? You're like in the scale, right? In the key of E, or the notes in the scale, you write it down and you go, it's E, F, and you could say pound sign, G pound sign, and it's A, B, C pound sign, D pound sign. So I just wrote that in a little note, copied it. No, I don't need to save it. And then I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna stop that real quick. We're gonna Control C, Control V, because you know, and then we're gonna rename. And we're gonna rename with the paste. Alright. That did not work at all, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so E, F sharp, G sharp. Alright, rename. This should be E, F, G sharp. Here we go. And you want to move all these up because basically when you're making music, there are hard, fast rules that you really should follow. And not fucking around with intermingling on what your key changes are is a good rule. That's better. And so now I'm just going to keep checking out. We got E, F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, D sharp. So we're over here with A. Is B even on that mug? What? So now we're going to go to B. We'll keep it playing. And then we're going to stretch it back out. I didn't like that. I have to get a drink. Sorry about that, folks. Holy cow. Okay. Whew. Here we go. Back to this marathon. All right. That is cute and all, but I think I'm going to have to go up to D sharp. No, I didn't like that at all. Maybe go down. should, but I don't like it. Maybe do like. Yeah. We will, well. That's all wrong, so we want to delete that. Bring this one back up. Yeah, it's a little high, so we'll bring it down a little. Still trying to work on getting my MIDI controller working. I don't really need it right this second, but definitely going to want to put some effects on that. Yeah. I'm going over here on the left, MIDI effect. Let's see. Ooh, experimental scale driver. Here we go. Oh, no. Volume 0. Let's see. Oh my god, what did it do? Okay, let's see what it did. Okay. Start with this, and then here we go. Okay. Put in the hard work. Yeah. Here's the thing. That's cool. That sounds good. Ah, here's why. like it one bit. In fact, you know what? I gotta go back. And that happens. This happens a lot. It happens a liggity lame ass a lot. Like you can't even imagine how much it happens a lot. Like you like, oh, and you're just like praying that your shit is still there. There we go. Let's try this across the board. Yeah. Man, I know this is so hard. You know, it's like when you're doing this sort of thing, you don't expect people to sit around and just watch you for hours. Like, that's not necessarily. So, you know, it's whatever. I do appreciate everybody that's chipped in. And, you know, I would like to think of this as like a dance nightclub. And, you know, eventually we'll get there. Thank you, Abelina. Appreciate you. Okay, so let me get back in here. All right, let's switch up the view. I don't like how that release is coming off so hard. So I'm gonna go back in here and go to the effects. I'm gonna increase the release. There we go. Okay, now, it duplicates it that way. But this time, we're going low. And you like, let's see, E, G, A. It's really G sharp, man. There we go. I like it better, sorry. gonna be the cool thing. Getting back down here. Now we're gonna go. Let's just grab E, G, A, G. Let's find this deep ass E. Way up in here. Let's see. How you gonna like that? Let's see. They're not even low enough. That may be too low. Okay. Again, I think the attack and the release is on. MIDI triggering is interesting because it doesn't always start exactly where you want it to. And because of the filtration, it doesn't, you know, you can't stack MIDI signals the way you can chords every time because the frequency cancellation. It's what I call playing the phase. I think this is the thing, yeah. That's cool. Let me drop down into the negatives. Let's see where we can go here. So one thing people don't talk about a lot when you make a homemade beats is layering. And you gotta layer because your phone ain't gonna sound the same as the car, ain't gonna sound the same as a dope ass system. And not every system is gonna be able to play those 35 hertz. Like this one is obviously at its lowest. So now we go back here and we say, let's see how that sounds. Like Schneid. So we go Control Z, back up, take these ones off. And then you know what we really want to do? Is we just want to make a duplicate. Because what I realized is, I want to keep that. But I want to put this in too. Yeah! I love phasing, man. It's my favorite thing musically. Alright. We got E's. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Switch it back. Nope. Yeah, it's all phasing. And people don't realize, like, back in the day, they used to make house music. This is how they did it. By arranging sequences. And it's a lot harder than people think. Because it's not cut and dry, you know? It's like, it's a whole process. And this G is not having it, dude. Doesn't matter where I put it. So you almost better just to starts to make its own song, man. And it's enough to drive you crazy. If you didn't know what you were doing in here, you'd be pretty much like getting me the fuck out of here. Here we go. Man, you just can't. You know what? Here we go. There it is. That analog bass kind of sucked it down. I'm gonna have to go into something else. Yeah. Now you can hear frequency phasing, frequency cancellation. Back in the day that you had two, I'm gonna turn this down for a second. You had two platters going, and on one side you would have this dooch, 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 dooch. On the other side you have the right? And essentially you couldn't trap the loops. You had to use the EQ to bring them in. And then, you know, on an old like Yuri mixer, there'd be two decks and a Yuri mixer. Well, there was only one channel to mix on. You couldn't choose these frequencies and blend it together. You had to bring the frequencies in at the exact right time, pace, everything. And so it had these artifacts, different things that sounded different and a little bit weird that you don't get in today's digital music. Like EDM doesn't have that same feel. Saving it up. All right. Going pretty well so far. Let's try this one. Then we're going to go in here and see where we're at on this. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. I think we about found the groove. Kind of start to move things around a little bit. Yeah. Yes. Yep. Then we're going to bring in that percussion a little harder. Let's see, where are we at? We're at 2 hours? All right. We'll probably start wrapping up the stream. Thank you for the donations tonight, folks. Really appreciate it. As always, it's been fun. I don't want to leave you incomplete. Let's try something here. Yo. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Pick it up. Pick it up. Yep. 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 Yeah. Once in a lifetime. 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 These kind of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. Type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along. All right, let's see here. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along. Again, drop your wet dry so that you know what it sounds like, and then get to work. Once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. All right, and then we're gonna. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along. And now I'm going to do an EQ. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. And then now, duplicate. Once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along. Highlight. Delete. Opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. Opportunities only come along. I guess technically that's not necessary. These type of opportunities only come along. All right. So you better pay attention and get it right the first time. Again, just jumping in. Again, just jumping in on you. And so you better pay attention and get it right the first time. So you better pay attention and get it right the first time. You better pay attention and get it right these type of opportunities only come along once in a while. So you better pay attention and get it right the first time. So you better pay attention and get it right the first time. So these type of opportunities. So you better pay attention and get it right. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities. All right, here we go. Yeah. Almost ready for arrangement view. Back. Here we go. Let's do it. Okay. So now here's everything that we've been waiting for and the way that it all comes together and we get it set up, prepped up, ready to roll out. And so this is the fun part. We stop up everything. Stop. And we go here and we go play, but we don't play anything. And we go record, but we don't record anything. And then we go here. Once in a lifetime, these type of opportunities only come along. Once in a lifetime, these type of opportunities only come along. Once in a lifetime, these type of opportunities only come along. Once in a lifetime, these type of opportunities only come along. Once in a lifetime, these type of opportunities only come along. Once in a lifetime, these type of opportunities only come along. Once in a lifetime, these type of opportunities only come along. Once in a lifetime, these type of opportunities only come along. Once in a lifetime, Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Jedi Joshua Be. Just wrapping up the night, trying to show you some cool stuff. We did an arrangement view. Now you get to go in and you get to decide exactly what the bit depth is here, your dither options, MP3 encoding, upload to SoundCloud, which should probably just fucking do that. But I'm probably just fucking not. Let's see, include, return, render as a loop, convert to mono, normalize, create analysis, sample rate is good. Render start 1, render length 4. So that's the problem that I've run into a many time, and this needs to be 89. Okay. And render track master, we could do all individual tracks, select your tracks only, or we could decide how we wanted it to lay out. But I like the master, and I think it finished at 89. And so I'm going to hit this button and export. Now it's telling me, what do you want to export as? Well, we just did live stream, so that's all we're going to do. We don't want to put this inside of any other project. Well, what we'll do is create a new folder, and that new folder is going to be, I'm going to switch back to myself because you can't see what I'm doing. This new folder, we're just going to call it streams. Most appropriate. All right. It's saying 124. It says 5. Oh, this is the 5th track on the 909 album. That's why. All right. We're saving out and we're rendering. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've had a great time here tonight. And one last time, we appreciate all the help we can get. And super easy. We're working on raising funds for Ableton Live 10. It's an annual. I'm going to do this every year from now on. I think the work that I'm putting in and the music I'm getting out is worth it now. I think I spent about 2 years on Live Lite, just trying to get in there and get style going. And now that I have everything, plus the RC505, I feel pretty comfy. And so I'm going to go next level, get some more sounds, packs, effects, and then most importantly, just unlimit myself. So that I don't have to use tricks and workarounds, so that I can set up a whole live set and be able to play through arrangement view my entire catalog. That's the plan. You know, you want to be able to do this live. You don't want to have to switch tracks in the middle of your performance. And so that's the way you do it. You set up this group here, this group here, and you start grouping things. And that's really what I want to do. And so the next level of that also is for projections. We can control projections with Ableton Live, the full suite, as well as lights and other triggerable effects. Who knows? Fog machine someday. So that's Venmo at Josh Sears Hand. So easy. $3, $4, $5 there. Anything over 10, PayPal, Jedi Lights and Sound at gmail.com. And yeah, if you have any requests, if you have any comments, you have anything you want to get at me for in the future, you've got it. I'm on Facebook all the time. All right, and so now let's just see what we did here. We are going to check out this new file, and we're going to do it in a cool way. We're going to throw it over to Serato. So, number 5, music, 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 makes 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 music. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what that ends up sounding like, right? Just go. Makes music, makes music, makes. You guys can hear it, but I can't hear it. Makes music. It's so weird. My audio monitoring and everything. That's something else I'm working towards, getting a better audio monitoring setup, because right now when I'm talking to you, I can't hear myself, which is fine. But when I go back into Ableton, I can hear myself. And so there's a disparity there. All right, so we're going to look at this here. And let's see. We're just going to Music Jedi Streams. Bring up here. Oh, man. So let me bring this over to you. I haven't shown you this view. This is some next level shiz. Bum, bum, ba, da, bum, ba, da, ba. Switching over to Serato DJ Pro. This is what I kind of had going on earlier. I don't even know. It gets pretty in depth, but we could roll everything. I think you're getting that. So that's all clips in Serato. You can see down here. We got one more bass. That's it right there. And then yo. So you know this is what I do. Cutting clips and beats and doing all that. And the whole point of it, the whole purpose of it is to be able to get yourself to a point where I'm going to be able to play these live. And I just think it's interesting. It's fun. It's the funnest thing you could do. So we're going to blip, blap, and bloom. Let's go in here. We're going to try to find that file that we just made. It's not always the easiest thing, to be honest. Let me see. Yeah, you can't really. Let's see. Bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, so here, all right, we're almost there. Here we go. All right, let's do the wave. It's a little fuller. Who do you want to take out? Let's take this out. Here, switching over. You know, and Serato is cool. I do prefer something with a little more. What would it be? I don't know, fun in it? Like a tractor or something, but let's see here. And there you go, folks. All right, so that's one way to do it. Boom. 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 Got a nice loop out of it. That's definitely not what we were going for. So now we need to go back to live and realize, wait, what happened here? There we go. Whoosh. I forgot you have to click that button in order to activate all this. So let's listen to this here. Okay, so yeah, that's the first problem. And then let's go all the way out to 89. Oh, it's a lot more than 89, folks. Holy schmagos. Was I really playing for that long? Sorry about that. Or not. Holy scalducci. And then the trail off right there, I guess. Oh no, that was just the coming back end. Holy smagoli. Okay. We're just gonna, okay. And then we're just, here, yeah. Okay, that's it. Now we're gonna file. Now we're gonna save live set. Now we're gonna go look at 326. 326. So now we're going to go File, Export Audio. We're going to Master. There we go. Now you see how it render linked it pulled up to 322 right there. So that tells you you're getting everything on the master now. And then where was that one thing? It was saying, I didn't quite understand it. But all right, so now that looks like where the render's supposed to be. Booyah! Now we're going to render this live stream over the top of the other one in place, which in and of itself is pretty amazing. Yes, overwrite. And then, you know, at that point, we can just switch back and do some DJing. I don't know. Let's try something. Let's see. Oh man, this is one of my favorite. I hope I know he probably won't mind, but this is one of my favorites right here. Want to make sure I get everything. You know, it's something about Serato. You know, if you can see my RC505 hand down there. You know, you want to double check, or not Serato, every deck. Every time you step up to a deck, you want to double check, make sure everything's up in unity, make sure your low pass, high pass isn't on, make sure that all your sound effects are off, make sure your key protection is on. That way you know it's going to sound good, because like I personally know Tropo makes these tracks amazing. I mean, he's a composer. I don't know if you know Tropo, but he's an amazing composer. He's a fun guy, funny guy. He's a genius. His brother is just one of the most. He's like one of the people that I respect the most out of the whole like festival scene or community. And yeah, shout out. He has the Shady Company. Let's see. Love it. All right, so it's probably just about done, or it's only halfway done. There you go. See it. Yeah. Man. This guy is so good. Let's see here. 57%. Probably takes more juice because, I don't know, it's rendering a ton of things this time instead of just what we have before. Let's see here. Guy that I like a lot, Polish Ambassador. Again, I'm just playing a couple of other people's tracks right now because yeah, you can mix those for sure. Protect, drop down to 100. Use CD jog instead of vinyl. Those notches to match up. Go full up on those things. Let's see. Yeah, got the bass out of the Polish track. Oh my god, I love this guy. Again, I'm just doing this real quick, almost there. And then you can switch these guys back and forth on it. Oh, I got it out. Here we go. That's live violin. She'll probably be playing some seriously like classical level shit. Looks like pull our trim down a little bit. Oh. so much fun. Love that. Okay, so live is done. So that means this track should now be 3 minutes. So we got a new track. There we go. The wave. I've seen the wave. I've seen one the wave. 3 to 1 the wave. Here we go. Thank you guys. Really appreciate that. I mean, it's super cool. Alright, let's get everybody stopped up here. Okay, now we're gonna try this out. So we, in the matter of, what have we at? 2 hours plus some. Let me check the stream. Thank you so much for everybody that commented. I really appreciate you. And I'm going to keep doing this every single week. And we'll keep blowing up. And thank you all for your donate. Thank you. Your donations. Oh, man. So, last time of the night, I'm raising funds for Ableton Live 10. It's an annual process. I'm going to start doing this every single year. And I'm not expecting all $384. I'm putting my own money in on that. But I feel like if I can find some support in the industry, in the social medias, as it were, that, just every little bit will count, and I'll be able to get there a little faster. We've got $384 left until my annual subscription is paid for. And I'm going to keep doing this every week until it does get paid for, because it is an annual. And that's Venmo at Josh Sears Hand for 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, or PayPal Jedi License Sound at gmail.com for anything over $10. I really appreciate you all. This has been wonderful, and this is gonna be the last thing I do. And in 2 hours 54 minutes, we made a track, we cut the track, and also we now moved it over to Serato. So amazing. And here we go. This is 5. Now you can play with the frequencies. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. So you better pay attention and get it right the first time. So you opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. These type of opportunities only come along once in a lifetime. Now that, my friends, that was a jam. That was a jam we made in front of you or with you. You're, 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 your, your guiding influence. I don't know how else to put it, but definitely made me feel good tonight. Thank you for everybody that contributed. Last time. I'm going to be doing this every week, so it is what it is. We'll make a new song every week. Maybe we'll put out a 12 album song for the year, and it's just going to be called the Ableton Live 10 Fundraiser Song Pack. Thank you, folks. You were awesome. I mean, like, to be honest, it's one of the most fulfilling activities of my life. And just a quick going over from the top right. We got Ableton Live, thank you. Serato Pro, thank you. We got myDMX, thank you. And of course, RC505 down here is so lovely. So yeah, that's lights, sound, DJ, live production, and all around, Jedi-ness. And this is what I do. I know it's hard for people to understand because most people in this industry, in the entertainment industry, they do one thing, two thing, three thing, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just doesn't happen. And so when you meet people that influence you in such a way that will allow you to bring all of this into one aptitude or application, I guess, it's amazing. And so don't forget, Wednesday nights, Hot Topic, Hot Potato. If you got something to say, come say it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I thank you. I love you. And I guess we'll catch you guys next time. Got to get over to that live feed page and into the live feed. Thank you, folks. I love you all. I love you all.